Sponsored by EA. With October 31st not too far off, I want to remind you that I have an EA creator code. If you're planning to pre-order Dragon Age The Veilguard or pick up any previous Dragon Age games through the EA app, remember to apply my code URBANBOHEMIAN at checkout. I get a small commission from the purchase, which helps support the channel. I feel like I'm ready, and then I'm absolutely not ready. So, welcome on in. Hello, good morning. Whether you happen to be watching on Twitch or happen to be tuning in on YouTube, good morning to you all. Hold on a second. I gotta catch up on stuff, because first off, Chrysicon, you had a little oopsie. A slipped disc is not an oopsie. Yikes. And you're blaming Talp for it, which is appropriate. That's on brand. But hey, JD, good morning, Puka, Chrysicon, Cargen X, Diana, Ian, Esoterica, thank you for the resub. And Tawani, good morning. Hi. Let's see, JD is supposed to be on birthday vacation time. The week turned into chaos, so today is cozy pajama morning and then board games. That sounds lovely. Sue and Steven, good morning. I am sorry because birthday time, I mean, I'm going to be on birthday time in 2 weeks, so I get it. But yikes, I hope that the comfy time and the board game time like is a comfort, because yikes. But thank you for the resub. Turn off my blinking red light, turn off that, turn that on, and do the things. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, that is a lot. I will say happy birthday, but oh my goodness, that's a lot. So yeah, I definitely hope you get all the relaxation today, because yes. Ta-da! But happy birthday. Gosh, that had all the energy of the Golden Girls taking Dorothy to the pizza clown restaurant for her birthday. It's like, yeah, all these horrible things happened. Confetti. Hey Rogan, good morning. Welcome on in. Oh my goodness. Mandy, good morning. Hello. I don't really have a plan today. I'll be honest. In my mind, I know there's some things that I need to fix in StreamerBot and get going on both sides of the thing. I have some things that I could probably look at in Steam. I also had really weird dreams. I had weird dreams that I was in a cult that was very aware of the fact that it was a cult. Like, nobody was trying to hide the fact that we were a cult. And in fact, like, the people who'd been in it for a while were trying to do their best to take care of, like, the young, wide-eyed people who went to... It was a very strange thing. But I was also constantly, like, trying to leave the cult. But again, they were very cool about it. I was like, you know, I'm good. I'm gonna just, you know, not stay in the group lodging. I'm gonna go find, you know, like, oh, I have friends in the city. I'll just stay with them and take all my stuff with me and leave. And it was a very strange dreams. Like, strange. And I woke up thinking, I should play Cult of the Lamb, although I have not played Cult of the Lamb in forever. It's currently probably not installed, So I would have to reinstall it and all that. I was like, oh, that's weird. But I also know Cult of the Lamb, they've been doing a lot of stuff between expansions. And I know I believe at PAX Australia, they are going to have like a wedding of some of their in-game characters. So yeah, cults, yo. It's weird. But I was in New York for some of the Dream. So that was like the weird part is like, for some reason we were in New York. And I was like, oh yeah, this is easy. I know people here. I can just leave. Hey, Celestian. Hey, Dharma Project. So yeah, it was a very strange kind of thing. And I can't tell if my dreams are trying to outdo my alarm clock for making me wake up from what the fuckery before my alarm goes off, because that's what's been happening. My dreams are so odd that I'm ending up getting up like 15 to 20 minutes before my alarm and having to do the math. Like I reach over and I tap the phone to see what time it is, and I'm sitting here like, can I get away with just going back to sleep for like 20 minutes? And sometimes I can. I do not like ever I don't ever get my phone off of the stand and start like scrolling. That's a no-no. But yeah, I'm always like, why am I mean, and it's my fault. I get up early to go for my walks, which I forgot to post pictures of this morning, so I guess I'll show them to you here. Because I completely forgot to do that. Where's my Photos app? There it is. I gotta do that. Hold on, I gotta turn off the green screen for this. Which I don't... Did I put a button on it yet? I sure didn't. Do I have a green screen action I can just activate here? I sure can. Let me just do that. There we go. Okay. It's not very exciting today because it was once again a kind of gross day. Not gross, but it was not like... Let's see here. It's just the park, and then... Wait, is that the right way? Yeah. And then this is interesting. Oh. Get back in there. There are people who have like a gardening kind of club, and we have some fountains in that park that are no longer on. So they just planted a garden in it, and there was a big old sunflower in there. And then that's our lovely Joan of Arc. Come here. There we go. That's Joan. She occasionally loses her sword. It's a mounted statue with a sword and a scabbard, and occasionally she'll lose her sword. Like either it will... one time it actually just like fell off the statue from wear and tear. And the other time, I think somebody took it, and they eventually come back and replace it. I don't know what the process is for the National Park Service to commission, like, we just need you to replace the statue. Sorry, we need you to replace like one piece of our statue in the park. I have no idea like what that request must be like, but yay. Hey Dave, good morning. Sorry, David. Clint the Blacksmith. Or is it March? If you're playing... is it March? If you're playing Fields of Mystria? Is that the surly blacksmith that eventually is yet like your soon dead? I don't know how to pronounce it. Jess Beast, welcome on in. Hello. So I do have a few things to fix on the StreamerBot side. I haven't fully embraced the... What's my brain trying to say? The YouTube and Twitch, like, I'm fully not on both yet, but I am slowly putting pieces together on either side. I also made a mistake, and I'm not sure how. In DaVinci Resolve, I made a caption track, because if you were here super early, you may have noticed, like I made the Dragon Age, I put the Dragon Age creator code ad, which again, just Urban Bohemian at checkout if you're ordering through the EA app. I put that in to play during the early starting soon, but I thought that I had in DaVinci Resolve exported it with the subtitle track like hard-coded. Instead, it's just, I think the subtitle track is there, but it's actually like it's hard-coded in the video, but I wanted it to be open caption, not closed captions. So I got to figure out what I did wrong. Also, DaVinci Resolve just updated. It seems like officially updated to 19, so I need to see if I can upgrade to that and have it still work. So I got to do some DaVinci Resolve stuff, which I'm not going to do on stream because that's not, I assume that's not interesting. But let me see here. I can find, because we could always just throw the ducks on. The ducks are easy. They just do their duck stuff. But let me see. Did I get anything else recently that might be fun? Because I could always go back to Mika and the Witch's Mountain, but I will tell you that the flying really threw me. The fact that it's not really flying, but it's getting as high as you can, and then controlling your descent is a lot. I do know that when I get later brooms, I will be better at the flying. But yeah, I was like, I'm just like, it really is. It's controlled falling. So let me see here. What else do I have? Oh my gosh. Is there more of Broken Lens? There's also more of Linkito. Oh goodness. No, we already played the chat integration Linkito. So we already did that. But there is Broken Lens. That could be fun to play. We could go with the cute robot and the hidden pictures and the spot the differences. We could try that. So that might be cool. But yeah, other than that, because I realized when I make the information command for a game, which I guess I can do today and we can test it, if you type the command in one place, either Twitch or YouTube, it goes to both, and that's not necessary. So I should split that out into a separate command for Twitch and a separate command for YouTube. And since I put both YouTube and Twitch in the one command, I can just duplicate that and take one from the other and be fine. Yeah, bot things, the amount of work you put into bots so that you don't have to do work after, it does pay off, but it's very front-loaded. I have a similar thing at work where I've coded very complex spreadsheet-based back-end programming things, and someone's like, why are you spending all day on that? And I tell them so that nobody in the future will ever have to spend all day on this again. That's just it. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. And there are people today who have no idea how the thing runs. They know, oh, I just drag this file into this directory and the report generates. And I'm like, yeah. Why do you think that happens? That's why. So yeah. So let me put the ducks on while I fix this one thing. It's this one thing that's got me tripping, as you say. Twitch says that I'm unstable, which is very rude. Honestly. You know, that's just rude, Twitch. I didn't ask for this. So let me put on the ducks, Plastic Duck Simulator. And then let me come over to YouTube and also edit the game. I think I can change the game while we're live. I can. Now that's the next thing, is to figure out how to do... Okay, so hopefully it's saved over there as well. Regardless. Yeah, so let me put the ducks on. Did it update YouTube? I don't know. I actually don't know. Learning YouTube is like, is this one more thing I have to learn? I suppose. Did I want to? Not really. But should I learn how to co-stream on other platforms? Yes. I mean, the dream is to hit one button in OBS and just every platform just go. Just be done. Well, every platform that you want, because there are platforms out there that I don't want to stream to. Just no thank you. All right, let me come over here, get the games. Correct, you'll never catch us on Kick, and my So the wireless cameras that I used, and I admit that I don't use them right now because they are a little bit finicky. Hello, hello. I don't use them because they are a little bit finicky, are Mevo cameras. But there's a support group on Facebook, and somebody on Facebook recently asked if they were going to support streaming to Truth Social. And the administrator had to like lock down comments so fast and do the whole, hey, sickly lettuce, and do the whole like, it's just a platform that exists and this is a tech thing and not political and all this. And it's like, okay, whatever. But it did let me know that apparently that Truth Social, apparently they're building so much dev that they can stream to it. So yay, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. Sorry, we're gonna hop into some ducks. Let's do the space pool, because we almost never do that one. And we'll have all the ducks. Why not? Starting off with our alien duck, believe. Do you believe in life after duck? Is the true question. And let me make sure that our AFK camera is on. Excellent. Okay, so, oh, actually it has its own music, so maybe I'll turn off Spotify as well. There we go. It would be nice if there were It would be nice if there was a consortium for getting streaming platforms to make one universal means of streaming to them. Yes, I think, you know, it's not to their benefit to make it easy if you stream here to stream elsewhere. However, when none of them are basically coming up with the money, then why wouldn't I stream elsewhere? Okay, can we? There we go. I love the quack it does as well. Hey, Furwick. Good evening to you over there on the other side of the planet. Hey, Amalia. Good time zone. Sometimes my brain remembers what time zone people are in. Sometimes it doesn't. So good time zone always works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to StreamerBot and where is my... Okay, so I think, yeah, I made a current game command. So what I do is I fill in, and here's the ultimate, is what I really should do. So what I really should do is, because I fill this in every time with whatever the game is. What I should do is I should have a text file that has 2 lines. One is the description, quack, and the other is Guasali? Hey, Tony. Do you wish to, wait, which one do you wish to rename? Oh. That is a lovely name. Do you have a specific duck that you would like to rename, or do you want to just find a duck that hasn't been given a name yet? So I guess the eventual progression of this is I create a text file that is just my current game info file, and StreamerBot always looks at that. But for now, what I need to do is I need to split out. Let's name an unnamed duck. Can do that. I think every duck here has a name. Oh, okay. This one doesn't. Oh, the Shades Deal With It duck doesn't have a name, and the bronze duck doesn't have a name. Let's say you said flower, so we can see if we can find something that is appropriately floral. I don't remember. I will have a look. It should tell you If you try to redeem, it should tell you how long it is, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Do you keep forgetting you're not in love anymore? Do you keep forgetting things will never be the same again? Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Quack.
Okay, let me see here. Can I get... All right, I'm going to go right now. Because we've already named our Daisy Duck, which I realize is... Yeah. But we did have... I think the Pineapple Duck has a bit of a plant feel to it. It's a very pretty name. So we'll use that for now. Which one did you want to rename Full Rubber Ducky? Full Rubber Ducky. Because you can rename a duck if it's been a while, so a lot of ducks like got their names a while ago, so I'm fine with that. Or if you just want to give it to one that hasn't been named. Actually, I'm going to give it to this one because that seems appropriately. Can it fit that? Yeah, there we go. Okay. You do that. It is okay. I realize like I should say like any duck can be renamed. I think the only duck I might not rename is like Disco.
Quack.
Gallico. The bronze duck. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong window. Of course, I also see Gallico and I think Jellico, and I'm like, no, that's a different person. All right. So, enjoy the ducks while I split out this command into two commands. Current game Twitch and current game YouTube. I will say I was happy about one thing that worked when I started the stream, which was so here's the interesting thing. Does it know the difference between something entered on Twitch and something entered on YouTube? Let's find out. All right, I'm going to remove that one and that one. And over here, I'll remove that one and that one. Because that's the thing. If the source is just a command... All right, so I'm going to try something. Oh, whoops, I can't do that. I can't do that over there. So if I type in info over here. Okay, so no, it still doesn't matter where I typed it in. Doesn't matter where I typed it in. It still comes to both. So how, I guess, that's interesting. Because I don't want to have two, I don't want to have two different commands, one for YouTube and one for... Okay, so is there a way to make the command differentiate? There probably, there was a squirrel outside, I got distracted. There probably is. Where's my info command? So the source can be Twitch or YouTube, but it doesn't have a way of... I heard about squirrel with a gun, and maybe we need to look at the trailer for it. maybe we need to look at the trailer for it because I heard about it, and yeah. So let me look up to see if. Let me look up to see if I can StreamerBot determine source YouTube or Twitch. This is probably a far more complicated like search query, but the heck is this? There's no duck up here. There's my ducks. Hey Tom, good morning. Hey Delcon, good morning. You went to Google and typed in squirrel and it auto-completed with a gun. Wow, it's been spying on us because we were talking about that game in one of our stream team discords. So interesting. I don't see a way to distinguish between. So I think what I'd have to do is I'd have to. Now, am I able to tell the source of the command? Because I thought, oh yeah, I'll just switch it up, but I realize I can't. Because I like info as just a quick way to. No, I mean I don't mind. I guess I don't mind if it doesn't matter, but it feels like that should still like. The hell? Where the heck are we? This camera is a bit wild. So, this is turning into now more complex than I'd like. Because I'm not sure. Okay, let's see here. You know what? Oh, wait. Okay. See, this is the interesting thing in that Twitch is much more in StreamerBot. Twitch is sending a lot more information to StreamerBot than YouTube is. So I can get the information from the target. I can get the information from the target for Twitch. And that would, I guess that would first off tell me, was it a Twitch user or not? But I can't do the same thing for YouTube, I don't think. Moderation, ban user, yeah. Huh. Okay, well, I guess then the secret is going to be 2 different commands. That's just the only way to do it. Which is fine. Okay, so game info Twitch. And then that'll just be Twitch message. Then we duplicate the command. Let's see here. Can I make a new command? I guess that's the question, is can I just make the new command no, if I make it if I make it YouTube and leave it the same command, it will still send to both places, so I don't want that. So let's see here. So I guess on YouTube we'll just like game info. I guess we'll just call it game on YouTube. It's fine. No, because then game is a Nightbot command, so we don't want to do that. Nightbot, if you were just able to be on both sides and not just one platform at a time, this will be fine, but how dare you? Alright, we'll just make it game info over on YouTube. Okay. And then come over here. Okay, so if I'm on Twitch... Oh, actually, while I'm here, I may as well try the text file thing as well. Let's see here. Okay, so let's save this as game info. All right. Core will be 2. What do I want? I want to read lines from file. Read a specific. Yeah. Read specific line from file. File to read from. Game info, line 1. Don't need a variable. I mean, that's fine. Okay, and then duplicate that one. Read line 2 from game info. Okay. Disable. Okay, we'll do that. That. Okay, so does this work if I do info on Twitch? Oops. I forgot I can't post info into StreamerBot chat. The minute they fix that, it is game on. Okay, no. Because when you read info for StreamerBot, you also have to send that variable to a file. You have to send that value to a variable. So hold on a second. Okay, so read lines from file becomes line 0, line 1, and so on. Okay, so instead, let's read all the lines from file. If anything I'm saying doesn't make sense, that's probably very normal. If you have questions and you would like to ask about what I'm doing, I'm happy to try to answer them, but, you know, we'll see. Okay, so actually that's just going to be variable line. Okay. Vibing with the ducks is nice. Okay, so we're going to remove that. Put read lines up here. Twitch message, line 0. Okay, so let's try this. Hey, Tanya, good morning. Good morning to you. Okay, so let me try this one more time. There it goes. Okay. So now let me... Oop. Are we in space now? Oh, we're inside the spaceship. No music over here. The alien duck is waiting for a ride. Okay, that makes sense. Now let me come and do the same thing over to the YouTube command. Okay, so we read the lines. And then we have a YouTube message with the same thing. Unfortunately, what I find is that YouTube can't... YouTube is bad when it comes... Like, YouTube can only handle 200 lines, 200 characters. So, that's kind of a pain. So if somebody... Because I always grab the Steam... I always grab, like, the Steam description. And... Okay, so what is the game info? So if I'm over on YouTube... And let me go to YouTube and type in game info. And nothing happened. Why did nothing happen? Enabled YouTube message. Basic game info. What if I come to YouTube and type info? Does that... Yeah, okay, nothing appropriate happens there. That's interesting. The ducks are doing well. I'm just trying to update some stuff in StreamerBot behind the scenes, and it's being a little bit of a butt, honestly, if I do say so myself. Hey, Kay, no worries. Good morning. Ah, okay. I think I know what the problem is. First off, there's a... We're being visited... there's like a meteor shower off in the distance. Not a meteor shower. An asteroid field is the word I was looking for. So I think I know what the problem with YouTube is, and this is what's going to be really painful, is it needs to be less than 200 characters, I'm willing to bet, for YouTube. So because the stream, Steam, not stream, description was too long, YouTube was like, yeah, I see that line, I'm just not going to post it. So let me go back to my text file. And what's fun is because I can now put a fourth or fifth line in my file to remind me, hey, this is what it is. So but let's go to this first one and say, okay, 206. It's basically like 6 characters too long. So let's just change this and see if that works. So text lines. There's a limit on YouTube text. So, Twitch is like, I don't care. You can write a novel in there if you really want. Whereas YouTube is like, 200 characters. That's what you get. And that's it. And Zach on YouTube. Good morning. Hello. Let's see here. Okay, let's try game info one more time. Yeah, okay. So, as long as I make the description shorter than 200 characters, as long as I make the description shorter than 200 characters, then we're fine. So yeah, we're testing some stuff. I can see that there is a little flying, buzzing thing in my living room, which loves to happen. I think they, they enjoy the light. And since I am very well lit right now, they're like, oh, hey, what's up? You got light? I like light. Can we all look at the light together? So yeah, I noticed some games are just not on. Yeah, some games aren't on. Or what's happened is like, because they have multiple, some of them have multiple entries, like the game database is a little bit weird with them. But yeah, at least Plastic Duck Simulator is on there. So there we go. But yeah, I was realizing when I thought about, I was like, why is Asteroid Field not coming? And I'm like, right, Asteroid Field Star Wars, because the awesome like Asteroid Field Chase, which is still, when I was in high school, band, one of our things was we did an adaptation of, we called it The Chase, and it was like an orchestration of the Asteroid Field thing. So it was like dun 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 dun, and we did the dun 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 dun, and it was just like, oh, that was fun to do. It was a really painful formation because they insisted on having us do like 2 chevrons that were weaving through each other, and some people just could not get that. Could not get it at all. And I played baritone sax in marching band. And when people aren't watching where they're going and you're carrying a very heavy piece of equipment in front of you that you also have to like play, it can be a lot. Yeah. There were some times where somebody nudged me the wrong way. My reed broke mid thing, and that was it. I was like, I was gonna march, but I sure couldn't play for the rest of the show at all. Like, nope. That's the only problem with woodwinds, is somebody rattles your reed. Well, that's it. Yeah, that really rattles my reed. That's my angry session on the news. You know what rattles my reed? Trumpet players. Not really, but back then the trumpet players were assholes in marching band. They were. They kind of they thought they were they thought they were up here, and they were kind of butts about it. Alrighty, so let's see here. Is there anything else? So I've moved my game command to a text file, so I just remember to update that. Let me see if I can figure out, if I can or can't figure out how to get captions live, like how to get open caption on a Resolve video, because I don't know how I did that wrong. Because I did the subtitles, but they didn't appear on the thing. So I could import the subtitles, and I've got subtitles, but I don't know how to make them show up. Okay, I don't want to create a... Oh, crap. It's actually time for me to take a little break. So, let me open up Resolve again. But first, I'm going to take a little break because I need to do that. I will be RB. Please enjoy the ducks. And, is that it? Is that the thing? Thank you. Because you know what's funny is when I use other apps to extract video, I have to turn off the burn-in subtitles. So, okay. I will be RB. Why is there... It's like, oh, the ship is moving. There we go. I'll be right back. I'm going to get up and stretch my legs, and I will see you in just a few minutes. Please continue to enjoy the ducks. I'll fix that one thing in Resolve, and then maybe we actually will look at some Broken Lens and do some spot the differences between the two. I like the positional music up in here. I'm like, oh. So yeah, BRB. See you soon. Something else I need to do is Stream Deck related, because now they have the... when you push a button, you can go back. I need to redo my Stream Deck into folders now. And also the power, I need to remember the power of folders. But because now I can go, like I can put my ads into a folder, and then after I push the button, come back up to my main folder. I've been really bad because my brain cannot, my brain can't hold on to that much at once, and I don't like sitting down and organizing my Stream Deck. So to have folders within folders within folders, for me, not great. But if you use any of the free, like, virtual Stream Decks, like on your phone or on your Pab, was I going for Tab or Pabst? Probably Tab, like the soda, which made a comeback for a little while, and then went away again because everybody remembered how awful it was. But if you have it on your tablet or your phone, and it gives you like 6 free buttons, make one of those buttons a folder, and you can just have infinite recursive folders, and it's fantastic. Anyway, let's see here. So, didn't I have I had a second? I did. Let me see here. Not that one. All right, so if I come over here, I've rendered it twice. Oh my gosh, you know, it's sitting right here. I don't know. Can you see that? Okay. If you look all the way over to the left, where apparently I never have. Not once. Never. Because why would I look at things? Why would I look at things? Why? They're looking at things is for nerds. All the way over there is subtitle settings. All the way over here. Advanced settings. Why have I never looked at this before? Okay, no I don't. So there's export, but I don't want that. I don't want see, the thing is I don't... Ah, wait. There it is. Okay, so export subtitle. I couldn't find the mute button. I'm so sorry. Because what I've been doing for exporting my subtitles is I've just been right-clicking on it in the edit. I've been right-clicking on it in the edit tab and turning that into an SRT. But you could just do this as a separate file, as embedded captions, or burn into video. Because I did style... There's a manual? I mean, honestly, I did look in the manual, but they didn't properly format the manual for searching and indexing. So I searched subtitles, and Adobe looked at me like, I'm sure that word is in here somewhere, but I can't find it. Hey, Mandy, good morning. It's like I searched subtitle, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait. And Adobe was like, I'm looking, pal. Give me a minute. So yeah, it was a little much. Okay, so now that it's burned into the video, let me see if I can do that. I don't need advanced settings. Export video. Okay, now we actually are going to try untitled. Okay, wait. Come over here. Where's my... Boo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Let me tell you all the fun of learning all this crap all the time. Like, it's so great. All right, MP4, single clip, export video, 8,000, because that's already way more than I need. Frame rate, export, burn into video, add to render queue, render. Now let's see what happens while I'm... Let's see what happens while I am streaming, playing another game, and then crunching video in Resolve. Oh, not bad. I mean, it's like a 20-second video, so, you know, it's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to uncheck that box, save my project again, quit Resolve. So thank you for your service. And there it is. Oh my gosh. All right, so let me borrow this file name, remove. Oh, right. The file's open in OBS Studio because it's a source on another one. Let me come over here to starting soon, and okay. Okay, well, let's do this then. Open caption. Okay. Okay, and let me test it for myself in VLC. Yep, all right, that works. There we go. That's what I needed. So thank you. See? Ha ha ha. It's interesting. StreamerBot for playing the random YouTube short is, it does have a way to do it, but it's annoying. I think the Mix It Up bot is just much better at this, because the way that I was able to do it a little bit, and this was still not because so Mix It Up bot I think is a little more like done. What DC did was DC actively downloaded, or not downloaded, but has all of his shorts renamed in a folder. What I did, because I did do this, and it kind of worked. So what I have is, I have a file that has all of my, it's YT Shorts. So where did I put that? Is it in downloads? It is. So I have a file YT Shorts, and this file makes no sense because it is just the actual URL string, so the watch string. And what I have StreamerBot do is it gets a random line, slaps the URL onto it. It actually plays it. But if YouTube's not like working great, then it's not. Let's see here. How do you mean, is the text wibbly wobbly? Like, is it moving? Well, there's no ducks on. Hold on. Oh yeah, if it's on the pool, because the textures are blending. If anybody has seen that, what is like the one shader that everybody uses now for animation? Like they use it for fire, they use it for grass, they use it for water. Like one person made one asset that everybody is able to use for like all the things in games now. And yeah, so if it's on the water's sort of reflecting it. So they didn't do a lot of they didn't do separation for the background of the water and things around it. But yeah, let me see. Does my... So let me see here. I think I tested it out, but it's on a different... So let me see here. Since we're just doing weird stuff. Screen time. Where is screen time? Is that a scene I still have? I do. What's in here? Okay, so if I come over here, so there'll be nothing. There's nothing on this. Not even me is on this screen. But I test my YouTube Shorts command. Did I disable it? Oh, I must have. Oh, dang it. Oh, wait, no, it's there.
Sozo always need more. You will collect for Sozo, yes? Yes! Sozo can't trust my followers out there.
Well,
they
mind.
lie, they steal, they whisper secrets about Sozo. I just know it.
So, back to the games. But yeah, I was able to have it feed into a source, do the thing in that. It's just I have to keep track of like what the shorts are, and it seemed easier to actually just point to the folder that my actual videos are in, rename the video. Hey Val, good morning. Rename the video with the YouTube URL, and then slap that in, because yeah, it's weird. And since I'm gone for like 3 minutes or like a minute and a half, so there's time for it. But yeah, it just started to turn into a thing, and I have to limit how much I want to work on stuff. And yeah, I'm like, you know what? This is not a thing that's necessary. I will ask, like, because I constantly ask myself, what thing do I want to do? Hey, Dimples, what do I want to do that is necessary? Like, you know, like getting a command set up for YouTube versus Twitch. I wish StreamerBot had a better way to say, hey, this command is coming from Twitch versus this command is coming from YouTube, and do different things based on that. Okay, I love that the duck is inside the ship, and it's the camo duck inside the ship, watching and waiting. Because I loved using StreamerBot to do my alerts. Hey, Hall, to do my new alerts that just has a little thing that slides out and slides back in, which I then turned off because I was doing Black History Month. I was doing Pride stuff. All those things to be like, yeah, I'm not having names on stream. Now, I did add them back into chat, and it hasn't been a problem. You know, I'm not of the, like, you know, I was fine with just saying thanks for the follow, thanks for this, like, thanks for that, thanks for this. I was fine with that. I do know some people don't necessarily want to be acknowledged by name when they follow, which is fine. I don't do the, it feels a weirder thing to me to make a deal of saying I have follow names turned off, so if you followed, like, I'm not going to call you out, because I'm still acknowledging, like, that it happened, and obviously I know. So, yeah. But I always say to people, like, if you want to follow and you don't want your name to, like, appear as an alert, then just wait for the person to go offline and follow them then. Follow them now while you're thinking about it. Just do it. Oh, it's the elf. Do you make a noise when I click you? Oh, I thought you jingled. Oh, well. Oh, right. We have to do this. So yeah, usually, like, I love seeing a shout out in, like, an actual shout out in another channel, because it's so much easier to go right then and follow them, because I generally assume that person is not streaming, so it's a lot easier. And yeah, I tried to make the alerts as they each do make noise, and some of them will quack, some of them have a basic quack, some of them have a specific coded quack. So the this duck has the guitar riff, and for Halloween it has this, like, metal quack kind of thing that it does, and it's very fun. I'm not doing the appropriate metal, like, because it's a whole, like, I'm not doing that because I'm not messing my voice up. I mess my voice up with mimosas, not with metal grunts. If we go to the... So this one says mission control. It appears we've had a major malfunction. You don't do anything. You're just rude. And yeah, this one has the weird quack. Let's see. Do any others have? No. Formula, which, again, the door will open when you find the... I've not opened the door yet. We don't actually have a lot that make noise yet. Oops, that's... Okay. Is anybody else hanging out? So not a lot of ducks in here yet. So let's go back up to, no, the duck, oh, nope, it's still there. Come here, buddy. Okay. There we are. So yes, happy Bell Riots to anyone who celebrates. I was very proud of my ship posting yesterday, and waking up to still see people replying to it. Sadly, everybody's replying to it with the same comment, not noticing that everybody else has already replied to it with the same comment. In that, yes, in the Deep Space Nine episode past tense, they did believe that we would be using Celsius in the United States in 2024. Yes, they got that wrong. They did not, however, get the temperature wrong. And that's the creepy thing. What'll we do if we can't solve this? Rude. I just noticed that you've been going duck puns for a while, Chrysicon, so I appreciate that. If I had time, and I mean I had time yesterday because I was off yesterday because it was my cancerversary, but I didn't feel like doing that. I would have also folded in. Hey Eddie, welcome on in. I would have folded in the Star Trek Picard scene where it's very clear that they're also continuing the sanctuary thing at the same time. It looked like Picard was just coming up to where the sanctuary districts were about to happen, and Deep Space Nine was like in the middle of it. So yeah. And yeah, Val, it's like mid season 3, so you're a little ways off, but not too far off. It made me I didn't look this morning, and I forgot to look because I'm sure I've looked at it before. There's a Wikipedia entry for this day in fiction, and generally it's movies and television shows. And I wonder what else was like, August 30th, 2024 is the day that, it's the day that Cisco and Bashir go back in time. Cisco, Bashir, and Dax go back in time. Oh God, Odo and his father figure. Oh God. That actor does a lot of good things because he's been in Star Trek a few times as well. But were you immediately creeped out by the fact that essentially Odo had copied that guy's haircut? Like, that was it. And also that his father figure scientist person was like, yes, I will do slightly unethical experiments to make things happen. How dare you stop me from doing this? I could talk Star Trek all day. I won't, but I could. If only we had some form of watch party where we could just watch the episode together. That would be great. Twitch. If only. Oh, let's see. What else? Oh, I don't think watch parties are coming back. It'd be nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. Deep Space Nine is like most Star Treks. It's not an easy watch at first, and then once it finds its footing, it's super interesting. But yeah, I will also say Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5 coming on at the same time, they do tend to cover much of the same ground, unintentionally. Unintentionally. See, Honeycrisp doesn't have to get bullied by the bull duck, so it's having a great time in the pinball machine. Can we zoom out a little bit though? Just thank you. So that's really, it doesn't want to zoom out. That's really what Placid Plastic Duck Simulator is missing, is the ability to specifically put ducks together. You can only do that if you play multiplayer with friends. Then you can each pick your own ducks to put in the pool together. So if you're trying to get some achievements, that's a great way to do it. But I would like if they would let you as the player just put the specific ducks you've unlocked in the pool together so you can see their interactions. You know, like putting all the pointy ducks in with the flamingo float to see which one is going to pop it. Excuse me. An apple is a great breakfast. Hey, Loveland. It would also fill me up. An apple, like a Honeycrisp apples and the new Cosmic Crisp apples, they're very filling. Like, I have one which I have to like slice up into pieces. So I'm not a good like apple person anymore. I just slice them up. But it definitely fills me up. Like it's got the nice like fibrous in my belly kind of thing. I just wish apples weren't so freaking expensive. Well, you took a big fall yesterday, Chris. So yeah, that's not. I mean, sometimes people don't hate having dumps like a truck. Sometimes. All right. So I got some StreamerBot stuff done. I fixed the video because that was going to bother me, because now the video plays. The EA Creator Code video plays at the start of my Twitch streams. And when I crunch videos down for YouTube, I put it in at the beginning. But yeah, the hard part was cutting it down to 20 seconds, because they were like, yeah, 15 to 20 seconds is a really good integration because it's easy to skip and it doesn't really mess with the flow. But I was just like, oh, 20 seconds? How do you talk about something in 20 seconds? But then I decided to consciously half-ass it, and it worked out okay. Oh. Duck down. Oh. And... Nope. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Get in that tube. There we go. It really is. I think, you know, people have the phrase, perfect is the enemy of good. And it's true. The worst that I did was I did record the audio 3 times because, and I'm really bad because if I don't like the way an audio take happens, I delete the entire thing, which I know I shouldn't. I should just let the thing keep running and then take the best take, but I'm the worst like that. So it's bad if I get angry at myself, because then every take becomes worse and worse and worse. But that was what took the longest, is doing the audio. And then when I matched it up with the video, I lucked out that everything, like the exact moment that it says that I say use my creator code is when the screenshots lined up to be on the creator code screen. And I'm like, okay, there we go. Actually, can I just bring that in? So let's see here. Media. Oh, that's right. I added glow. Oh. I forgot. I added the Glow plugin because DC Lucero was talking about it. I was like, wait a second. But is it, which camera is it? That is... Oops. Well, it probably helps if I put it where it's supposed to be, behind me, but... Oh, that is... Ooh. That is wild. So I can just make it, like, I can just make it my own. That's amazing. Okay, that's not what we want, though. We don't want that. Get rid of that. What I want to do is bring in the thing. There it is. Don't make source visible. Okay, so yeah, this is the final that I did because I watch people who do like people who normally create content for like The Sims, and they, you know, everybody has a creator code, and usually you've got a small commission, but they're used to doing YouTube videos, so it's always in the start of their video. So I was watching a bunch of them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, but like they're able to do that at the start of screen. I don't know words today. Why are words not happening today? Anyway, I don't know like how to put that at the beginning of anything. So I ended up putting like a still of the game frame. Then after 5 seconds going into this, and then going at the start of Scream. That poor camouflage duck is still stuck inside the spaceship. I'm sorry, buddy. I do feel for you. I do. Okay. But let's see here. If I put it... Uh-oh, the cows are back, I think. The aliens are back. Where? Yeah, they're back. They're dropping in. So if they drop in enough of these ducks, then we get an alien cow duck floaty in the pool. And right now, we have a total of I can't get to the, I can't find the number. All right, let's try going. Hey, Castabaros, welcome on in. Oh, you're stuck in the log flume. Where is, I just want to get view on the scoreboard for the number of alien cow ducks we have collected, and I can't get a good angle on it. Oh, but our pride duck is out there. Yay. But yeah, so this is the thing I put together, which if you may have seen if you were here early, you may have seen if you watched my Mika and the Witch's Mountain video. But here it is again. Now, thank you, Kay, with actual open captions on the thing. Because I'm smart. I'm not smart. And DaVinci Resolve is intuitive to a point. To answer your question from way back, Wireless Riot, the transition from Filmora to DaVinci Resolve has been interesting. I'm slowly getting there, but yeah, I feel like I need to grab my Filmora Wondershare folks and we should all like learn DaVinci together because some things are just not where it is. I actually made my video in Filmora just because I was more comfortable with things than I did in DaVinci. I looked at the Epos Fox video about getting started in Filmora, and the first thing they said was ignore the cut tab and go to the edit tab because that's what you're used to working with. And that helped me greatly. I do love that it's much better at subtitles. It does. I think if you buy Resolve, it can do the auto transcription, which I don't always need to do for things. I'm a fast typist, so I'm fine captioning things myself. Or if I'm doing it from a Twitch video, the captions are already in a text file, so I can just use those. Stop. Okay, since the screen's going to glitch out, I'm going to just show the thing. Sponsored by EA.
Ooh.
With October 31st not too far off, I want to remind you that I have an EA creator code. If you're planning to pre-order Dragon Age The Veilguard or pick up any previous Dragon Age games through the EA app, remember to apply my code Urban Bohemian at checkout. I get a small commission from the purchase, which helps support the channel. So yeah, that took me initially way longer than I thought it should have to do. And then I started saying, you know what? I am spending way too much time on this. This is good enough because it is a freaking 19-second video. So, but yeah, what I needed for this is I needed to have the hard code. I also have a lifetime license for Filmora, especially after we had to fight them. Like, Filmora had everybody ready to fight over the, oh, well, when we said lifetime, we didn't mean lifetime. And, oh, the internet all turned on a dime and was like, what you mean? Because we paid for lifetime. What I have found Filmora doing is they then said, okay, cool, but we're going to keep adding all these premium features to it instead. Now, they haven't done the Canva route where things that were once free are now in the paid tier. But what I have noticed with the most recent update of Filmora is that you can no longer separate out free things from paid things when you're searching for their assets. So they're still getting tricky. They are still getting very tricky. Rocky Mount, I see that you redeemed the Adopt-A-Duck. Do you have a specific duck in mind that you would like to rename, or would you like to just add that name to one that we haven't named yet? And also, good morning. Welcome on in. Rocky would be more appropriate. Okay. Let's see. So we do have we have one of our stone ducks that is named The Rock, but we can also rename other ducks because they've all been named since. So you can, if you have one in mind, or if you just want to name one that hasn't been named, that's also good. Oh, I forgot about the ghost duck. Oh, we never actually, there's so many ducks, we didn't get to a lot of these at all. And then the special ducks, which I'm missing one. And I'm still missing 3 event ducks. Okay, we can rename Balboa to Rocky. I do wish that you could just click on the duck and bring it in. That's what I wish. Like, since I've unlocked the duck, just make it the next up. And I wonder if there is a secret, if there's like a secret key command to do that. To like make the next duck come out be that one. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, I've got to work. I've found that my travel anxiety is made much easier by making a list, and I have got to complete a list for some upcoming travel that I've got going on, and that'll be a little bit later today after we've had our brunch and shenanigans, because I think we're going to maybe try walking down to the National Mall. I don't think it's going to rain today. It's just going to be warm. So we may try to do a mall walk. Which, I mean, I knew I'd be an old person who would be a mall walker. I just didn't know it would be the National Mall and not a shopping mall. And then, yeah, it's like, you know, you kind of get your list together and you're like, okay, I just need this many shirts, this many these, this many that. The main thing is like packing the electronics. I think I now automatically bring like my mini stream setup with me, even though I don't always need to. And honestly, TSA's never had a problem with it. They're just like, yeah, whatever. You know, I did when I went to, where was I? When I went to Canada, I did have the person at TSA ask me if I was a streamer. Because he's like saw the camera and the microphone in my bag, and I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I am, and that was it. Did not ask any other details, didn't ask things, and like just was like, are you a streamer? I'm like, yeah, which apparently explained everything that they saw on the X-ray, just like that. Let's see. PAX Unplugged. I think the only issue I have with PAX Unplugged is going into the venue. I keep all of my metal things in a separate... Actually, I now put all of my metal things into a gallon-sized Ziploc bag that I can quickly grab out and put and pull up, because it's the metal dice every time. Every time it's the metal dice. So I just put all of the metal things in a Ziploc bag and I just pull it out and I'm like, this is all this. This is it. Wow, Flash. Ooh. That would be, hey Rex. That would be an interesting thing, because yeah, working in IT, that's a normal thing to have. Going anywhere else, someone's like, what? And why? And I'm still mad that, you know, maybe I just need to commission these, because there was a long time ago, there were isolinear chips that were made to look like thumb drives. Sorry, there were thumb drives that were made to look like isolinear chips. And they no longer make them anymore. The only people who have them are people who, you know, and the fact is they're so long ago that the flash drive itself is so tiny that it's really kind of pointless. That's what I would love if somebody decided to remake isolinear chips that were flash drives, because that would be fun for me to just do. Oh goodness. You have a lot of versions of Mac OS. I honestly need to have a Windows recovery thumb drive, and I don't have one. You know, I confess, like, I should probably like get one to be like, yeah, let me just make you my Windows recovery drive. I don't have one. I sure as heck don't have one. And if my Mac goes down, I'm like, nah. This is why I pay for AppleCare. Not like the woman with the stroller who was upset, but this is why I pay for AppleCare, because I can just hand it over and be like, fix it. I'll be at the Orange Julius. Actually, we probably don't have an Orange Julius anymore. I'll be at the Auntie Anne's getting a pretzel for like $8. Actually, no, the Apple store near me now is next to like some really great cocktail bars. So I'm like, yeah, here, I'll be getting drunk up the street. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, if you're Logic for yes. My MacBook Air, I spilled coffee on it once, and it continued to kind of work for the longest time. And then it just didn't anymore. And I didn't take it to Apple. There was a local place that they were an authorized, back when Apple had like other proper authorized people, they were an authorized Apple, like whatever. And they were like, oh yeah, like everything's still sticky in here. So we're going to clean that out. Going to deal with that. And it worked great until it just ran out of like, it was a first generation MacBook Air, which, do I still have it? I was going to say, is it still within reach? No. But it was like a first generation MacBook Air. So it was not gonna be long for this world anyway. And it just got slower and slower and slower. And that's when I was able to get my MacBook Air, my new MacBook Air, which is like, oh, so good. Once upon a time, you spilled someone else's beer onto yet a third person's MacBook, and you felt, yeah, that's rough. And it is because of that one liquid spill ages ago that I have Apple Care now. It's only for the laptop. Like, I don't really care if the phone dies. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But it's only for the laptop. Which I realize I don't even, it's my road machine. So if I like write or do stuff on the road, but, oh, now the beanie is inside the spaceship. Oh, but let's see. What else is going on? Double check some things and some stuff. Oh, I do like when they get in the... Oh, and down. I'm out of coffee, so I guess I need to get some water from the kitchen. But yeah, yesterday was it was a day off work. And it felt odd because I was definitely at odds with now me and pre-pandemic me. Pre-pandemic me on my like cancerversary day off would have gone out wandering, a little breakfast, a little coffee, probably either some brunch or a nice lunch. I might have even gone to treat myself to like an expensive one at Bourbon Steak at the Four Seasons, which their burger is just incredible. It defies logic that something so good exists. But it will also cost you a lot of money, so it is a definitely treat myself kind of thing. And now I'm like, I went to the grocery store. I got myself some stuff to make at home. I tried getting some canned cocktails. They are not great. Like 10% ABV, but taste-wise not great. So I had to doctor them up with some juice. And I watched TV. I did some chores around the house. It was raining most of the day, so it wasn't like a fun day to be out. And I knew that we'd be doing the weekend. I'd be getting to hang out with my friend today. I'll probably do brunch tomorrow. We're definitely, tomorrow starts officially like birthday time because I'm on the 13th, and I'm gonna do some special stuff this coming week with more days off, and then the next week I'm gonna have more days off. I think I'm only gonna be at work like 3 or 4 days in the next 2 weeks, which, oh no. How awful. I don't know how they're going to cope. And, but it feels weird because, like, yeah, I didn't, going out, seeing people not masking up definitely changes the vibes. I don't necessarily want to go to like my usual like happy hour places that are like shoulder to shoulder people bumping all around each other that I haven't seen for 4 years. Haven't seen for 4 years. Most of them I haven't talked to for 4 years. So the strengths of those relationships very clearly were tenuous in the first place. And hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. And I did the thing that I used to never do in the before times. I did the math. And I am so sorry. So sorry to myself because I don't like doing math. But cocktails at home just cost less. Okay? Especially in DC. They just do. A $30 bottle of, I will say mid-shelf, not even top, mid-shelf bourbon. Hey, Base, welcome on in. $30 bottle of mid-shelf bourbon that I use to make old fashions that I can get roughly 17 or 18 out of versus going out and paying for a $12 old fashioned. Hey, Lathe, welcome on in. It is. No, and see, vacation time is different. Celebration time is different. But just normal time, I'm just like, Inflation, well, definitely inflation. But yeah, no, I have a set aside for, God, I sound like I'm at work. I have a set aside for specific vacation and travel celebration. And that. So yeah. Though I will say I may make different choices this year at PAX Unplugged. Because I don't mind the Cirque bar, but sometimes they are just not bringing it when it comes to beverage quality and service. And it's at hotel prices, which kind of suck. Like if I'm going to pay these prices, I'm going to go to an actual cocktail bar at that point. Like amaretto and Coke is lovely. I will gladly take things, Dimples, because I have a Google list. When my friend and I visited Philly, we made a list of places that we wanted to go to. And we did coffee places because I do my early morning walk, which I actually moved a little bit later so that I could swing back around a coffee place on the way home. So he put a bunch of coffee shops on and we figured out what our favorite was. Which then my partner said, oh, that place has 2 locations. The location you went to is the one I like. The other location is kind of shitty. The coffee place was Je T'aime. So like the French Je T'aime. We would go there on our walk to Rittenhouse Square, where we'd go up and come back and then go back by it on the way back to our place. But I also have other bars and restaurants, and we went to one that it was immediately quintessential Philly going in. It was not fun. You may know this one, Strange Loves. It was right down by like one of the hospital / learning areas. We went in and it looked cool. It looked cool. It was cool. But the server immediately, like, we heard her laughing loud at the bar with 2 people, and immediately she was like, oh yeah, that's my John. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. But they had Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion playing on the TV, so we were at least in for one drink, and then we left. Oh, so good. Oh, we saw the magic themed bar. We walked past it, and I made a mental note of it. There's a lot of places. It's also difficult because you are going to the city for the convention. And if you're maybe going to be on panels, that means your schedule is going to be a little bit restricted. Or if you just want to see panels, if you want to see your friends. So you can't always like sneak away for happy hour somewhere else, because happy hour is when things are happening. You know, I always joke that I'm going to go to brunch one of these conventions, and I never can because my stuff is scheduled early in the morning, or it's scheduled right for brunch time. So it's fine. So yeah, it's weird to visit a place when you're technically working. You can call it a working vacation, but you're technically working. So yeah, it's not as easy to just go and see the sights. So it was nice that we spent the week there to just be. And it was also my first time working, like actual working my day job remotely, because my friend is trying to convince me. He's like, you can just work from anywhere if you want. Hey, Dre, good morning. Like, you could just work from anywhere. So why don't you? And I was like, that's a great question. I don't know. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. But that is 3 months away. You know what's 2 months away from today? Dragon Age the Veilguard. That's what's 2 months away from today. So, be ready. Oh, I wish, but no. No. It reminds me of... There was the sitcom, and I think it was about a fashion magazine, and one of the characters had their daughter or their cousin was coming as an intern, and they basically said, and that means no sharing your special orange, just shoot me. It wasn't Veronica's Closet, but that was also good. It was just shoot me. And somebody was like, and no sharing your special orange juice with her either. And I'm like, yeah, that would be me. That would definitely be me. Oh, sitcoms. I never watched Ugly Betty. I watched a little bit of the original and with subtitles, but I never watched like the remake. Hey, Rachel, welcome on in. What is that? Is that... Oh, that's probably my... There we go. Take care of that. I always forget about the little... Like, I've got a little bit of fluff around the green screen. But yeah, is there anything else going on? Not really. Just a general... It's a general, like, kind of gloomy day. I think we're going to get rain here. It's... Not a lot going on. Like, it's the end of August. When does fall start? When is the equinox? Okay, so the equinox is on the 22nd. So we still have 23 more days of summer. So we're still, you know, kind of stuck in that. Which is funny because I've never thought of myself as a summer baby. But technically I am a summer baby. It's just, it feels like September is when things really start cooling down. So I've always thought of myself as a fall baby. But technically I'm not. I am ready. I got my cardigans ready for autumn. I can't do Mr. Autumn Man anymore because I don't go to a coffee shop. But I do hope that we'll go to the, I hope that we'll get to go to the Arboretum because it's really nice to see the fall colors change and you can get a lot of good leafing going on. And you can get that nice crunch and those shuffle in the leaves. It's always nice. Oh, crap. Is it close to time? It's all right. Oh, well, that's right. September babies. Yes. So I'll be right back. It'll be a shorter break than usual, but I am going to get up and get my water because I left it in the kitchen. So please continue to enjoy the ducks and Fall Baby, the spinoff of the Fall Guy that somehow didn't get made. Yikes. You know what, though? I forgot. I don't know why you said the Fall Guy and I thought TJ Hooker. Because wasn't the series the Fall Guy? Who was in the series the Fall Guy? Wasn't that Lee Majors? Why am I saying that? Like, who was in the TV show? Was that Lee Majors? It sure was. Oh, $6 million man. Let's go. But I also thought about TJ Hooker, which, you know, was the movie that was playing at the start of the movie Charlie's Angels, which I recently thought about because they talked about 2 or 3 actresses who auditioned but weren't given the role for various reasons. But I do need to see the movie The Fall Guy because I heard that it's very good. This camera just does not like being anywhere. It's all flickery. Let's try going to a different... There we go. So yeah, I'll be back in a few. I will see y'all very shortly. Please enjoy the ducks, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. I'm not even started my mimosas yet, but apparently I am already Sean Connery. So I'll see you all soon after this little break. All right. Oh, I heard water and now it's gone. Did we get the floaty yet, I wonder? I don't think we got the cow floaty yet. And thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Oh, okay, so I've done what I needed to do today. I've realized my limitations for having the same or similar command is that it can't have the same name because it doesn't matter if somebody enters it on Twitch or YouTube, it will activate regardless. So that means I need a different command on YouTube than I need on Twitch. So that's why now if I'm going to do info for a game, it's going to be info on Twitch and game info on YouTube, which I realize is like longer, but whatever. One thing I haven't thought of is, do I create a separate YouTube account for my bot? I don't know how bots, I don't know if like that's what you should do on YouTube. Do you create a second bot account? Or do you, like I just use my own account. Oh, are you getting closer to the teleport circle? The camera is having a hard time because it's, come on. Come on. Go on. Get in there. Get in there. No. It says no to the teleport circle. Okay. So, no to that. But yeah, I do wish that, and the problem with StreamerBot is because everyone is doing their own thing and often in very different ways, although also in the same ways, it's hard to search for a thing. And their documentation, as much as I enjoy using StreamerBot, their documentation needs a lot of work. It is not a priority for them. Development is their priority, and documentation gets way, 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 way down the line. And it's kind of like, ugh, I need to know how this stuff works. And sometimes the only way to figure out how it works is while you're streaming. Yeah, I realized I'm also talking about my day job, because my number one question at my day job, and to the point where people already anticipate it, is this written down anywhere? And they know I'm going to ask, and they know the answer is no. And if I'm feeling sassy, I'm saying, because look, I don't know how you expect us to remember it. Just write it down. It's the easiest thing. Once I had a coworker say, oh, if I have to write it down, then that means when it changes, I have to update that. And I said, yeah, that's how documentation works. Versions, living documents. Yeah. And it's the worst because my memory is not good. My memory is petty. So technically my memory is good, but it's mostly petty. I remember what you said in a stand-up meeting 8 months ago because I knew it was going to be a problem in the future. So I can remember the exact date you said something and what it was, and the day you said something that contradicted it. Now, would it have been easier if you'd simply written it down and changed the documentation? Yeah, it would have. Sure would have. But nah, you didn't want to write it down. So yeah, it's, and not everybody can attend our meetings. Not everybody is always in the office. And she will say, well, don't you remember we discussed this? And I'm like, I don't think everybody was here when we discussed it. So how would they remember it? We don't have meeting minutes. We don't have documentation. It was just noise in the atmosphere that you hope everybody remembered. No, you just gotta write stuff down. It's so much easier. I love writing stuff down. If I write it down wrong, then I go back and fix it. If something that I write down doesn't make sense to somebody else, then we talk to each other so I can make it make sense for them. Like, that's it. Yes, Dimples, I am that person. I am the institutional knowledge person. If I ever leave my current position, it will depend on how kind or how unkind the separation is as to whether I will tell anybody anything. Because yeah, like they just assume like, well, we have somebody who knows everything and they're never leaving, right? Sure. I mean, my Google Doc drafts are embarrassing because I'm like, I don't even know why I have this document out here. And I start reading like, oh yeah, I was like at dinner one day and I started taking notes on something, and that's it. Excuse me. So yeah, that's my thing. And I that's why when I'm dealing with StreamerBot, it's hard because I am also I've seen memes about this, and those memes try to ascribe the behavior to Generation X and older generations about wanting to read something versus watching a video. I'm okay with watching a video if your video gets to the point of what I need. The problem is I may have to watch or scrub through an entire 30-minute video to find out it doesn't touch on the topic that I need it to. And if you had written this out as an article, I could have come to that conclusion much faster. Because I've definitely watched some videos that say, oh, the title of this video is exactly the thing I'm trying to do. And then I watch the video and they do everything except the thing that I need to do for my specific situation. So, okay. You got my view, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah. I've been adding chapters, like, because I can't be bothered anymore to like clip to split up my videos anymore, which I realize now I could have done that when I did the Thank Goodness You're Here, because I understood now how DaVinci can export an entire timeline. It can also export every single segment you've made. So that's on me for learning. Mighty Mur, welcome on in. Hello. But I am using chapter markers. So I do put markers in DaVinci and I do export those markers to the to a CSV file. Val, you'll learn about those soon. And then I put that to YouTube. So my stuff does have chapter markers in it, even when it's really, really long. Because like a 2.5 hour video of me playing Thank Goodness You're Here, actually, I think it might have been more like 3 hours because it was 2 days combined. Nobody's going to sit down and watch that. But if I put at least chapter markers in so everybody can go to the horrible thing with the milk hot tub, then yeah. Oh, that was disturbing. So weird. But so yeah, it's just tell me what you need. And I do appreciate that they at least say, here's like the sponsored section, here's the introduction. They try. But I find myself more searching the transcript of the video just to see if they actually touch on what I need to know. And also, it's hard to discover that the thing you want to do cannot be done yet. And that's what really sucks, is the thing you want to do can't be done. Well, crap. So now I've got to figure out for my own everything, I really want to have a single command that works in both places. So now I have to figure out what variables or flags I can use to determine where the message is coming from. And then do an if then, like if, you know, even like Twitch. If there is user info for this, because usually Twitch lets you get user info from Target. If none of these things exist, then it probably came from YouTube or it came from me doing something weird. So do that. The thing that I want so bad is Ryan's idea from The Office. Woof. Woof? Well, okay, I didn't watch The Office, so I'm not going to look that up. Oh, we got the other magnetic duck. Nice. Oh, okay. A cross portal must. Okay, that's funny. Hey, Dasbiff, welcome on in. So let's see here. No, what is what? Hold on, because I'm trying not to like read the entire thing because I never watched The Office. There it is. The Office fandom wiki. Just whatever. Cross-platform. Done. Whatever, wherever. Woof.com. Now I get it. And there's merch, because of course there is. But yes, there is a minus duck and a plus duck, and they are magnetically. So if they get together, they'll stick together. But yeah, the go live tweets as well, because YouTube Live. Hey, Saucefire. Wildermyth. Oh, I love Wildermyth. I don't normally like turn-based games, but I really love Wildermyth, and I know that they continue to update, which was great. Yeah, my go live tweets are automated because I use if this then that. So as soon as it sees I've gone live on Twitch, it formats a tweet based on a number of random strings and throws it up there. It also posts in my Discord. Currently, if this then that doesn't have a routine. I haven't yet. It doesn't have a routine for grabbing YouTube Live. You know, it doesn't understand, like, let me see here. Does it know I'm on YouTube? No. A YouTube Live video will not automatically post until like 11 o'clock at night or 6 in the morning. Any of that. Hold on a second. Let me search that. Stream up Andy Lippy. Andy Lippy is just, the things that they put together is just amazing. Hold on a second. No, stream up. Or as he says, stream up. Chapter marker. Okay, let me go to the StreamUp website. my.streamup.tips, because that's intuitive. Products. Alerts, achievement alerts, those are cute. Polaroid pictures, that's also cute. Tools. Discord go live. I'll have to go look at his stuff to see. What are is it under freebies? No, not yet. Okay, so, but yeah, I do look at Andy Lippy's thing all the time. And I've definitely done. Oh, we got the cow floaty. Even though the stuff is pay what you want, I usually always make sure I pay at least what I would tip to go out to eat, because yeah, the stuff is really helpful. Yes. Okay. So Saucefire, I saw your thing from 2 minutes ago. I have had gem people, lightning people, fire people, plant people. I love the stories. What I get sad about is that, eventually my characters get too old and I've got to decide elsewhere. And it's a very interesting and fun progression, because they end up getting all of this stuff. And then they're like, yeah, I've had enough. I'm going to somehow have a next generation of kids that are going to start adventuring anyway. So yeah, Wildermyth, if you don't mind turn-based combat, especially on like a map grid, it's a lot of fun. I think Crab People is from South Park, which I stopped watching South Park a long time ago, but yeah, Crab People, is that, yeah. So this is Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, and it is just this. You collect ducks, and they float around in pools. And actually, I can do it for both. You collect ducks, they float around in pools, and that's it. You just kind of enjoy. You enjoy the thing. Yeah, where'd the cow floaty go? Oh, now see, this is appropriate. Now the alien is inside the spaceship. Hold on, there it is. So yeah, for this map, occasionally a spaceship will come by, and all the cows that it's abducted, it will put them into a thing. And when you get a number like 5 or 6 of them, then you end up getting the cow floaty. Oh, and the heliductor, because it has the it actually has the propeller beanie, can like fly in and out of the pool. I think what was fun about Thank Goodness You're Here is it really reminded me of Untitled Goose Game. And I feel like some of the I feel like the companies are either connected or talking to each other, because one of the maps really looked like a map that you get in Untitled Goose Game. But yeah, I watched somebody playing that again recently, and it is utterly ridiculous, but also really clever. The way like the music in the game, the piano, how it like speeds up or gets more intense or less intense based on what's going on. Untitled Goose Game is a lot of fun. An anti-stealth game, which, yeah, I built precisely one. Yeah, I built one D&D character whose job is not to be stealthy, but to be the opposite. To be the one that actually gets all the attention. Not because they like attention, but they know that if everyone's focusing on them, then everyone else can do their stuff. It is not Sylvester. Sylvester just likes the spotlight because he's very self-confident. Hey, Alien Traveler, welcome on in. Life is going pretty well. Yeah, pretty well. Like, comme ci, comme ça. Do you mean Pandora from Borderlands? Which I have been playing again. And if anybody missed the movie, well, it's already on home streaming. Ooh, enjoy. Have a good Saturday, Dimples. If anybody missed the movie, it's already on streaming because, yeah. So, yeah. Oh, I saw Avatar. I didn't see anything after that one, so I saw Avatar. Once. The only thing I want from Borderlands now being on release is I want to see the deleted scenes, because those all seemed to be things that helped actually stick to the world of the game. And the director said, yeah, but it really bogged down the story. And I was like, yeah, removing stuff that establishes the fictional universe is really, yeah, that's you should probably remove all of that. Yeah, you should just remove it. It's fine. You don't need it, right? Just check. My friend sent me a note because, ooh, okay. Heading out shortly, because we have messed up stuff with Metro and transit, so we have some stuff like that. But that means that they're on their way out, which means that in about 10 minutes I will do the same. But yeah, it is. I want to see the cutscenes because they introduced Scooter and Ellie, and that wasn't in the movie. They probably had a longer bit with Moxie. They had the whole Hammerlock and Jacobs getting married. Apparently they shot that and didn't keep it. So that's the only thing I'm interested now with Borderlands is I want to see the deleted scenes. Ooh. Oh. We got a floaty hit. And now we have a duck trapped inside the floaty. And yeah, it's... I don't know why, as a culture, we have suddenly, weirdly, not become okay with movies failing. Like, just because you put a lot of money into it, like, okay, so it didn't do well. That's it. There's nothing. Sometimes there is nothing to blame except the fact is the movie's not good. It doesn't have the right audience. Like you spent a bunch of money on something and nobody came to see it. Oh well. I always worry about this duck because does it just get soggy? It's completely knitted. It's all yarn. That's not good. Oh goodness, the safety features were a waste on the submarine. Yeah. Yeah. That's nah. I can respect the paranoia and the risk averse actions of like theaters and releases. I just feel like they've also, you know, they are not, it feels like, because I don't know anything, I'm not an expert on anything, I just go by vibes, which, let's be honest, most of capitalism is vibes. And once you realize how much of capitalism is just vibes, everything we do makes so much more sense. Because nobody knows how anything is going to happen. It's just how they feel it's going to turn out. You can sit there and go, trends this, trends that. Trends are bullshit. If people don't want to do stuff, they're not going to do it. But it doesn't feel like they have reassessed the landscape of delivering major media. Yeah. People, you know, it's harder to get people into theaters now, sure. I distinctly went to the theater for Deadpool and Wolverine. I've been for most of the Marvel films. And the Fox, Sony ones. I went for the Star Wars film. Like, that's what gets me out to a theater. We still have our little art house theater in DC, so sometimes I go to that. But yeah, I mean, if something's available at home for streaming, I'll just purchase that and buy, and that's what I'll do. But if you decide to release a stinker, there is nothing that can save you. Like, I'm glad Aliens, the new one, Romulus, that seems to be doing really well. Because people absolutely wanted one more movie in that series. I feel like they will always want one more movie in that series. That one is just baked in. Is they're going to be like, yep, do we get another one? Yes, I will be there. Done. They're just good xenomorphs. Wow. I saw somebody where somebody did they did a thing with Ben 10 where Ben 10 one of his forms was a xenomorph, and Kevin was like, "You're not getting in my car in that form." Oh no, okay. I was like, "Get yourself together, buddy. You're not doing so great." There you go. That's the other thing, is I pay for multiple streaming networks, which feels a bit like a waste, because I am one person. I'm not even a household. I am one person, and I already pay for too many streaming networks. So they already get my monthly money, no matter what. I did see somebody did a TikTok of, it was like a joke, like they auditioned for Aliens, and they were going to be like a gay character in the movie, but they were afraid that their audition was too stereotypical. And he was like, "Oh no, so you're saying this thing latches onto your face, puts this thing like down your throat," and it was just, I remember seeing the trailer for Ramos, like, oh, that's a kink, is what that is. That's a kink. That's, yeah. And So after he describes, like, he's like, oh no, that sounds awful. I hope that they're not in my bunk tonight. That would be so bad. It's just like, what the fuck? But I am not super familiar with the Aliens universe. My ex just found out that I never watched it, so we immediately. He's like, well, we have to watch it now. So I live tweeted through the first few movies, which I can probably still find I still have those tweets somewhere. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. No. It's way back here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, this is from December 9th, 2018. Is when I revealed that I hadn't seen any of the Alien movies. And he called me a bad nerd, which, you know, but yeah, we ended up, did we watch all? Oh, right. Right. After my after my tweet of Alien and Aliens, somebody took umbrage with like my live tweets, which if you read them and you think they're funny or silly, it's fine. But somebody was like, Alien and Aliens are two of the best films ever made, but the thread below is a travesty and is something that never should have been made. It is as awful as Alien and Aliens are excellent. Like, I was drunk live tweeting Alien and Aliens for the first time. Okay. So I think I've seen Alien and Aliens. I don't think we watched after that. I don't think. No, wait, no. We did Alien 3. Oh, wow. I just kept on going. Hold on. How I... Wait, what? Oh my gosh, hold on. I just kept on going. Okay, so no, we did not. Okay, so we did Alien 3, and I think that's where I stopped. Yeah. It's like, do you understand that people shitpost? You know, they're just having fun and shitposting, and that's it. That's all. But yeah. It is. Oh, it's almost time for me to go. Let me get myself together here, because it is about time for me to wind it down. Let's say one more time for the. So good. It was very clearly like my live tweeting was the equivalent of the stereotypical person in the movie theater who is talking the entire time, except I wasn't. I was tweeting while we were watching the film. I only made him pause it once or twice so that I could basically write the exact line down. But it was like Alien and Aliens. It wasn't anything new. It was just like I'd never seen them before. Okay. So yeah, it was just kind of ridiculous. You know, it wasn't like I was live tweeting something that was, you know, new, which a lot of people who love TV shows nowadays don't seem to understand that just because the thing releases at midnight, you don't need to be live tweeting it before anyone who likes the show has woken up for the next morning. But, you know, okay. Oh no, not at all. It's just, you know, it depends on your, you know, if you're writing a serious review of something, okay. I generally would not write a serious review. I'd probably write a more sarcastic one. Sarah Gailey had never that reminds me of, and this is way, way back. If anybody remembers the man who his girlfriend had never seen the Star Wars movies, but she said she pretty much knew what they were about. And he recorded her like saying her version of what the Star Wars movies were about. And it was hilarious. Like that kind of thing, you know, like I've never seen it before. What do you think? Like I've never seen it before, but I don't need to. What's it about? Meh. You know, I think one time when my internet was out, well, it's hard to remember Kira's name because is it Kira? Is it Nerys? Which one is it? When my internet was out once, I watched the entire Dr. Donna season of Doctor Who, and I definitely had thoughts, but I was on like mobile signal to post about it, so it wasn't really a thing that I did. But yeah, it was like, it's just fun. It's just fun. So let's hop over here as I wind down. No, I'm not going to save the game. Just exit on out and bring back some Spotify, turn on the credits, and say, yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. I do appreciate it. It's Saturday. It's kind of gloomy here, but I hope it's going to be a nice day. Flower Crown Gaming, Rachel and Mo, thank you for the follows. Esoterica, thank you for the resub. My moderators for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. We're going to go and say hi to Steven. And what is Steven up to today? Let's find out. Gordlets. Oh, cute. Okay, so that'll be fun. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and push my buttons, which I've not got this. This is what I should have also done, is my ending screen only goes to Twitch. It doesn't go to YouTube yet. So if you're over there, you can just listen to me like say stuff. It's fine. So yeah, we're going to go over, because you don't really raid on YouTube. There is a way to raid, but it's not quite the same. And you have to find somebody who's live on YouTube, and you have to have permission back and forth. So it's not as like seamless. But we're going to go say hi to Steven on Twitch with the hashtag #herbraid with my love and disco emote, or the virtual hug raid if you're not a subscriber, perfectly fine. My social media, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, YouTube, TikTok, and my blog. I got them out of order. It doesn't matter. Urban Bohemian, pretty much all the places. I'm easy to find on the internet. There's a link to my Discord. More than welcome to. If you are watching on YouTube, just scroll down below the video and you can see all of this in the description, underneath the description for the video. My most recent video on YouTube, shockingly, is the one that we're doing right now. But if you want to see my other playthroughs, especially my opening of Mika and the Witch's Mountain, hop over to my YouTube and take a look. And there's a link to my blog, yes, urbanbohemian.com. It's just nice pictures from my morning walk, because I didn't feel like writing, but I did feel like sharing photos. So if you haven't seen my morning photos, you can see some of them there. This morning's photos aren't so great because they are kind of like gloomy, but I'll post them as I'm on my way to brunch. And that's it from me. So yeah, let me start the raid for Steven on the Twitch side, and the YouTube video will end shortly after that as well. And just to say thanks. I haven't really had any new games that have been piquing my interest, and being able to come on and do a relaxing thing, chill out, talk, do some stuff behind the scenes is really nice to be able to do that. And the fact that y'all hang out for it, very nice. I appreciate that. But I do hope that the weekend for you is a good one. If you're working this weekend, I hope people aren't butts. I liked Stray Gods, but Stray Gods was too much of simply watching a movie as a game for me. The pacing was like, it's something to be enjoyed, but it's not something that I was enjoying streaming, because the pacing of it is really difficult. Because at some point I just have to sit back and watch them sing, which, okay, but you know, so yeah. But hopefully I'll see you back tomorrow around the same time, 8 a.m. Eastern on Sunday. And that's it. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you in Steven's chat soon. That's all I got. Maybe I'll have a picture from brunch or something. I think we're going for a tapas today, so that'll be nice. But otherwise, yeah, have a good one. Bye. No. Go on the raid. Goodbye. Go. Go, 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 go.